Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. It's all offense all the time. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Every time, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last. What do we expect to see here in round two? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. That jab misses. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
This fight has a real good flow to it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that. Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Catch and shoot. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
They exchange punches. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. Both men step back for just a moment. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he isn't. On to the fifth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab doesn't quite connect. They both want the knockout. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Just jab back. Just box in. Be smart. Just get your shots off.
Right hand. Good.
Let's start the sixth. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hook misses. They have no respect for each other's punching power. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that. Here comes round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Another scoring shot there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Sugar Ray is down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Robinson in that last.
Focus, big defense.
And there's the bell for round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods.
Are you okay? Are you all right? You're out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got